Hey everyone, welcome back to the AWESMR Pop channel. Today we're going to make rainbow jello donuts. We've done something like this before, but this time we'll make them a bit sweeter by adding a glaze on top. Really makes a huge difference, and I'll explain more during the taste test. Alright, to make these treats, you will need jello. We'll be using 6 different colors today. You'll also need some unflavored gelatin. And to make perfect donuts, you will need a donut mold like this. Alright, let's start by blooming some gelatin, adding a tablespoon and a half into this bowl. Now just mix this up until you don't see any white chunks. Perfect. Alright, let's start by making red jello. Add a tablespoon into a half cup of hot water. Now add the gelatin. By the way, reheat your liquid in the microwave for 30 seconds if it isn't hot enough. And just mix until everything dissolves. Oh, before pouring, spray some cooking oil in each mold. Fill a couple of these molds with red jello. Now let's make the orange jello. Give me a second while I finish this up. Perfect! Now let's fill 2 more. Alright, now let's make yellow. Fill the last 2. Perfect! Now I'm going to leave these in the fridge for about 6 hours, or until they get firm. I would leave these donuts overnight, but I have to use the mold again for the other colors. If you do want to speed things up, I would buy 2 of these donut molds. Alright, let's check out our first 3 colors. Here's a closer look at our red donut. Here's a closer look at our orange donut. And here's a closer look at our yellow donut. Okay, now let's quickly make the blue jello. Fill 2 of these molds. Here's green. Fill the 2 middle ones. And here's purple. Fill the last 2. Now I'm going to leave all of the donuts in the fridge overnight, but you can also check in around the 6-hour mark if you want to speed things up. As long as your gummy donuts feel firm, you can take them out of the mold. Here's a closer look at our blue donut. Here's a closer look at our green donut. And here's a closer look at our purple donut. Alright, in the past, we sort of made a donut sandwich, I guess, by adding the cream filling in between our donut halves. This time, we're going to slightly melt both flat sides to glue the halves together. Make sure these 2 halves are aligned, and then just let this cool for a bit. Afterwards, you'll have 1 full donut. Let's do the same for the orange one. That looks good. And I'll show myself making 1 more. Our purple donut looks good too. Alright, I went ahead and finished the rest. As you can see, I no longer have to hold the 2 sides together. We have a very thick jello donut now. Alright, now let's make the glaze. Add a tablespoon of condensed milk into a 1/3 cup of hot water. Now give it a mix. Afterwards, add the gelatin, same amount as before, and mix again. Perfect. While your liquid is still hot, you want to pour the glaze on top of each jello. That way it slightly melts the top, and it'll just stay there. If it's lukewarm, a lot of the glaze mix will just run down. Once you completely drench each jello, put your donuts back in the fridge until the glaze cools. Also, once you let it cool, the glaze will actually look like a glaze. Earlier, it just looked like runny condensed milk on top. But here's a closer look at our rainbow jello glazed donuts. Alright, now it's time for a taste test. Let's start by eating this red one. Visually, this looks amazing. What a bite! I actually like this thick version. It's very gummy. Pretty fun to chew. Flavor-wise, the actual donut lost some of its sweetness due to the gelatin, but the glaze comes in and saves the day. Now, some of you might be wondering if it's too sweet. We did pour a lot of that glaze. But remember, we also used some gelatin for that too, so it's not as sweet as you think. Really good balance. Also, look how jiggly this donut is. Really fun to play with before taking a big bite. This is it. I love this new version. Now sit back, relax, and enjoy while I do a jello donut slicing show. AWESMR Pop fans! Thank you so much for watching. We can't do this without you. If you're new to the channel and became a fan, click that subscribe button for more awesome stuff. And if you want to be the first person to watch our next video, hit that notification bell to have a chance. See ya!